Good day, everyone. Depends on your time frame. God bless you. God bless you all richly. Please, a quick one. If you lay your hand on this very broadcast, please. Do not hesitate to share. The quest for hygiene is not easy. The reason why we are where we are today is because there are a lot of the needful things that we are refusing to do. No, we don't want to use political correctness this time. We want to say it as it be, you know. So we're not going to be allowing a lot of people to speak their big English this time because their big English have not given us, put anything on our table for the past 60 years. So this very 2023 presidential election is made for the patriots. So we have to select a leader by ourselves. And one thing we must have to get clear is that there are a lot of people, they are dead among the living. Their brain is dead. So we are not going to be leaving the campaign for senseless alien. So whatever thing we are doing, we're going to be doing with facts and figures. And if you know you don't want to die, you don't want to lose any good thing about you, you have to stay clear. This is not time for politics. The few things, money, your friends, you and your friend have gathered, in plain politics with Allah, we cannot take it any longer. For those of you that are 50 years today, another 8 years, you are 58 years, automatically you are gone. So you cannot come to this life. All you just do, will always say, you have some dirty pigs, politicians we have at home. They'll create a platform. Then all the time they give you leaders that suit their personal status. And that's what they always do. Campaign for one idiot. And you yourself that's in abroad, you don't know the price you are paid to be where you are today. And if they were to be in your position, they can never support you in anything. So if you are being manipulated from one politician in Nigeria and you are abroad, yes, that is it. I'm very close to the sea right now. Whatever thing I'm doing, I swear for myself first. God that don't spoken to you, not that's why I ask, because we want to select our leaders. Because I'm going to be referring to you, the reason why the Bible were written down, and the reason why you are surprised this day, yesterday I did not pray, today again. I'm just in a hurry to do what I want to do. This is how I'm led this very period. I pray 2 months prayers. So our God right now is not going to be merciful upon anybody who want to make us remain in this mess. This very situation you are seeing today in our country were created by human beings, and you are the one that allowed them. This very old thing you are seeing today were created by human beings, and you are the one that allowed them. So whatsoever you allow, he said, whatsoever I hear you say to my ears, what will I do? So that's God for you. God cannot give you, God cannot change for you what I give you power to change. You have the right to choose your leader, but this very one that is coming, it is different from every other one. So this is not, we are not going to be using freedom of speech. Everybody has right to his or her opinion. No, we will not allow you to have your opinion this time. Your opinion have not helped us. The opinion your father gave to us never helped us. How much more you? And we want die tomorrow. Most of you are set for death. So you can decide on anything. Any person you have a platform, you are considering, you are not blogging, whatever, because for me, I don't need you as a friend. It is better just stay your lane as you are right now. If you bring your head, come out, that's what's going to happen. I know when I was living home 18 years ago, I just felt it was a bed of rosy. And right now, we are almost missing it already by allowing this same system to fly. Most of you that gave birth to your children maybe 20 years ago, your child is adult today. What do you have to account for your child? Nothing. Block and submit. No good society. But here we are, we have a better society. You know, if it is only that one we are able to achieve, as far as this life is concerned, I get it something. At least a better society for our children. So we will not take it from any goddamn motherfucker politicians. No. Me, I will not allow you to have your freedom of speech. We are giving you time to have your freedom of speech, and it does not help us. But this time around, we have to take the bull by the horn. Very, very compulsory, we take the bull by the horn. So go and do your political correctness that side. Do me a mental ugunu. That was how you people brought in Biden. Today now, we are facing artificial farming. Things are expensive, and none of you today could go back to your drawing board now. How do we get here? This is one thing they do. At the time you allow them to do it, they will do it at the end of the day. These same people, they shout. Look at the tiger and lion. The Buhari they gave to us today Imagine they gave you, they have never one day come out to condemn the killing of Fulani. The same meal we are spending my hands money during AAC in 2019 to make sure we change the system of government. Now me, they use my data today. Now me, you can't say insult, go look for work. But it made people who became a billionaire, who were never supposed to even amount to even mode house. They celebrated billions on your detriment. Look at most of you today, huh? Those of you that used to drive, you know very, very well. You know that you are half dead already. What causes it? Incitement. We only want to use excitement for everything. Hey, after all, why will anybody be considering between Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi? I can't say. We are not, me, COMRADE New Tigminigun, see we bear me weakness. I will not allow you this time to have, to decide. No. It's like you are calling us to come and choose between God and devil. That's what you are telling us here. If you are for us, yes, Obi is the way. That's the only person we have right now who God can even enter his heart. The rest of them, they are demons. Now, look at this thing I put there. We are not going to be leaving 2023 campaign for some certain alien. We will not leave it for them because those people, they are dead among the living. Now, again, these people, they call you Christian just to make you feel relevant. That's the reason why they call you Christians. They call you the name Christian just to make you feel belong. And if you look at it today, the main people that rule the world are the Illumina. We all we know about it. If you want to get rich, you just go there. You are made. If they blow you, you are blown. If they say if you are a football star and they invited you, come and be a part of us. You not go, my dear. You not go see who go pass ball for you. They just only call you Christian as in, freedom to assemble. And let them just be there. But between them, they know that it is paganism. Between them, they know. They don't only allow you to gather and, anytime now, let you to cover up their face. That's why today, people are not reasoning very well. At times you are being called Christian, it make you feel somehow. It give you some certain ego. I'm a Christian, Tell me which one person occupying position today that his character is not questionable, is not related to satanic whatever. They are all related to satanic whatever. So stop fooling yourself. And use the few strength that you have. There are some certain last fights you fight at time with your last strength. So this very last one, we are not going to be allowing all this graphene, idiotic set of people. They are very no longer functioning because I told you right from time. The reason why we keep on scolding you because you know Zebari, they were the same thing you use excitement. Talk about it, Donald Trump is a racist. So somebody that is not a racist, they are creating farming for you. Unnecessary farming, manipulating weathers. But a man that came, just the same way Jesus Christ came, and he began to tell you the book of Matthew 4 verse 17. He said, repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. What did he tell people to repent from? Take the real decision. Look at Habakkuk 2 verse 2. He said, write the vision and make it plain. The time is now. I knew Tigminigun will not allow you to fly. You where they campaign for Tinubu. Okay. This one is not my campaign. People will always say, man, I'm not using it. I mean whatever thing I'm doing. I mean it to, if you not say you never ready to die, you stay clear. This one I doesn't need to even endorse anybody. Wait till God tell me now, I can't tell you here. We are not campaigning, say, not just as usual campaign. No, this campaign is extraordinary. It's a divine campaign. It's the time we have to choose how we are going to live our lives. So it's different from every other campaign. So don't let anyone idiotic, whatever from Nigeria create a platform and come and decide for you and say, follow this way. No, it will not work. We have allowed them to choose for us and they were unable to do the right thing we expect them to do. It is time. May I choose a leader today? May I choose a president today? You can see the governor I choose for you today is doing well. You can see the governor I choose for you. Despite though it's a city of blood, they will not want him to work because of the system. But you can see at least it's better than. At least freedom of speech. If now let that one alone, that one is at least we have to first hold that one before we'll see allow another one coming. Because if you pray God for his finger, it will show you his hand. At the time you pray God for your hand, it will show you his face. So when God shows you his face, your life is good. So we have to be very, very careful. Let's not give these people too much time. Because this is how we have allowed some of our leaders, our past leaders to speak. People like Una Dikano, What he said about what's happening in Ondo today, he want fair talking, but all of you are now reposting it. Even a lot of people that never supported him right from time. So these people you feel they need freedom, they don't just need it. They don't need it by the amount. Sincerely from their heart, they don't need it. A man that needs freedom, there are ways he does things. Now, you don't want to carry enemy. He say, I get platform, does the same way this thing come. But my platform today, you are still seeing it viewing. But I know how many people, I say, people kept their platform, allowed the injection matter to fly. People kept their platform. Even the one that said that God sent them. How can God send you, give you a message, then you say, if you can't preach this message, they go remove your page. Let them remove it. If it is during this very campaign I lost my page, or me, the most important thing, the word I put in there. That's the most important thing. Let them hijack if they want to hijack. Did you hijack my life? Do you know how many people during the 2020 American election, because they speak against the irregularity in the election, 5 million followers in Wagbe? Now only some Benin idiots, now they protect page over their people. I prefer you more than my page. If you can kill it. Nonsense. People are protecting their page. Right now, say because I'm a CEO of an association, my association support good governance. Your platform should support good governance. Whether you are generally at times, journalists, it will come to a point that you have your own personal that you are just campaigning for. It is allowed. But we will not allow these million to allow their campaign to fly. Supporting Tinubu. What does he have to give to us? What does Tinubu have to give to us? Imagine, Atiko, you just tweeted that the gruesome killing of Deborah was bad, something of that nature. You went and deleted it. You started denying. That's a leader you said you want to come and free you from what? Is it not the same system? We want to put in a fresh energy. That's what we want to do. So you know, I know, but by now you should, every one of you should know me. Every one of you should know me. Tell me no essay. I will mention your name in this very live video. Oh, one go just lost head. I go do you. Protect your page. Want to protect it. We don't want all the political correctness. And I don't want you guys to start blogging article. What they call the other idiotic animal, alien, Tinubu and Peter Obi. Why must you even say that if you know what you are doing? Project Peter Obi if you want our life to be saved. It should be projected by you if you know what you are doing. We are not going to allow you to have unhurried freedom of speech. I know what I'm saying. I'm grieved in my heart to see some youth. They are still trying to run political correctness. For 60 years, this is the kind of campaign you guys have been doing. I don't want to carry enmity. And he go narrate when people say, none of you even know what is coming. The only way right now God can even save most of you is to what the failure or the decision you have taken before. You use this one, Conte Bozo. God cannot say, okay, my children, they are already changing. They want to have a change of heart, you know. So right now we read the Bible now, which is the heart for past. Do you think these people will don't leave power for you like that? You have to decide. It was patriot that built the Europe you are seeing today. It will take patriot to also build Africa. No, but now let me one more pack go again. Governor go your country for 30 billion. I mean, on way swear he's still your friend. Okay, how we going to change the system? Then you want to tell me God is using you? You want to tell me God is using even the people that killed Jesus? How many his disciples not do enemy for him? According to the story, you cannot do enemy for your Jesus. You cannot do enemy for your ancestors. You cannot do enemy for your society. Everybody is your friend. And no politician is my friend today. If you do well, I will praise you. That's the only friendship we have. Give my people the kind of life they deserve. There are life we deserve under normal conditions. Why there are things that are happening today? We don't like it. I drove away from my home this very night. Why that drove? Because the system is good. If I were to be in Nigeria, I will not live this time. Particularly if you come from Jan. Your blood, they smell reach them. I don't know what you go down do them. And now we they suffer past. Things are not working. Most of you right now, you are 48 years. Then plus another 10 years right now, you are 58. Your life is gone. Okay, where you don't enjoy it. We did catch a Kabaka here when we were carrying toss to go and ring election for Buhari. But Kabaka is still ready today. He's still most of your silly idiots. He's still most of your silly idiots. Your mother cannot go to farm. You cannot do enmity for him. Your father cannot go to farm. You cannot do enmity for him. Look at the bastards we have here abroad. They do to the world. They are not contributing anything to society. I wonder why somebody you'll be calling somebody a celebrity who have not been able to carry any responsibility, societal responsibility cannot, apart from collect from John and give to Peter. Who will come and defend our constitutions? Who will come and tell us the main truth that this thing, as the way it's happening, it's not good? But we read the Bible. Next tomorrow, right now, you want to go and serve your useless body of Christ, who are never known in anywhere. Look at it. Is it not the same courtesan they use church to cover that a man will want to go into secret court? You have to first sleeping with his first daughter. Now, did they call you some certain names? You are happy. Freedom of speech. We don't need this freedom of speech here. What we need right now is sacrosanct. So, for those of you abroad who mind that's why you couldn't decide for your life. Then one small boy from Nigeria is the one motivating you. Go and vote for so and so person. You are helping him in his own career. How is he helping you? His children, their children, they have the same mind like them. When I was in Rome, when I was a child, I talked like a child. I was one for having the kind of mind they have. Because maybe more and up to now, that is it. But I choose to stay here so that I can create a better society for my people that is also coming up, so that what I went through 18 years ago, so that the children yet unborn will not go through it. The same thing that makes you to leave your family, you want to go and better their life abroad. The same thing today, your last one is still going to do it in Bamako. Because it has not become hereditary. You have to sell yourself before you can earn a SME. But these same people, they are not selling themselves. Where their wives stand tomorrow, who they can pay for. Your wife, the reputation where you don't already get is the stigma is already there, nothing cleans it. That's why at times you see the language they use for you. But they know that there are a lot of things you have went through that will never go through. Did you know how undiluting it is for some certain name to be used against you by some disease bastard that is projecting leader for you? Before you know right now, and our APC will just support. Is it not the same APC, the same system? Imagine I have an association. What does my association project? That's what makes you today. If we are talking about IAICP, if you see any member who represent himself, who presented himself that I'm a member of so and so party, or so and so association, where Newton Zolaga, the new ordained CEO of civil disobedience worldwide, then you will be happy to embrace whosoever member you see. But what about right from time our modality have been bad, the kind of life we live have not been favorable to the people? You have the right to hate both the association and any person that come out from there. Also the same thing with APC and PDP. That is just the fact. When we first of all brought out Atiku came out 2010, he couldn't demand for a man. They were the one that won that election because it was a coward. Now, why can't they present them again? Why is this youth? Why are you people senseless? Why are you people senseless? Why are you trying to make us to start repeating the same thing, repeating the same subject all the time? At least by now, we should be capable enough. All these people, all these aliens, they should be afraid. Right now, you are telling people, go and get your PVC. PVC is raining everywhere. Project out who we are to use it to vote for. Peter Obi. You cannot go and get your PVC. If you are getting your PVC to vote for Atiku and what did they call this man, Tinubu, you don't know what you are doing. Make we use our pepper then if we are really ready to take it back this time. That we are taking this PVC for Peter Obi. We want to retire and send all these aliens to the state of political oblivion. At least, by now, they should not just be wasting their money. They should keep the money so that as soon as we take over power, then we now use part of this money to start feasting up the countries. So don't make them to start feeling they are still going to win. These are the major problem a lot of us has here. Nobody want to carry enemy for. You cannot carry enemy for your community. You cannot carry enemy for your ancestors. You cannot carry enemy for the farmers. And most of these problems you see today, we are the one that is going to solve it. The problem of Nigeria will not be solved by gun. It's going to be solved by you letting this person know what you are doing to her. We don't like it. Okay, now, I want to talk more to home and abroad. How many of you in life better part my own? One, you don't have freedom. Two, you know what you carry for your sister right now. Then why do you feel you are more comfortable? See you or civil disobedient. They can use you, they can't use me. I can't get it. Then why we always kind of feel it pompous? Then is it everything you use political correctness for? It's not everything. I know at times you may tell people, choose who you are going to serve this day. Joshua told the people, but this very one is quite different. For 60 years, this is how we have been campaigning. This is how we have been doing it. We'll come to compare light with darkness. What communion allow with darkness? Why will you even be considering it at all? If you want a better Nigeria, look at who we are supporting. The rest of them, let them go to blazes. I know you want to protect your platform. The same way you protected your platform, your brothers and sisters today, they are be graphing, and their spirit go ask you. Because most Edo bastards, this was how they were protecting their platform. It was their platform they protected. It was their platform they protected that the most vaccinated people today, worldwide, is Edo people, because they were not having anybody to speak for them. They were not having it because people were protecting their platform. This is how they have been protecting their platform. Now, the person that created YouTube, what is he getting from it? He's just a human being. All those things are there. If it's there, good. If it's not there, no problem. Okay, what about me who does not fight for monetization? Am I not living? You are not far better than me. Why when I do give social media? That is, I will first give you hundreds first. Me go start from 101. I don't know what's you people's problem. They protect what they are not supposed to protect. This is the major problem we have today. And we have some certain bastard who does not even care about their life. Whether war is coming, whether anything is coming, they don't know. They always conform to anything that comes. Anything that comes, they follow it. That's why one Agbihun from Nigeria will be controlling your head abroad. Who stay inside darkness? Who is supposed to even be happy you want to be like you? Those days will you people abroad to use as a point of contact to pray. You the same God that did that person's own. Because of election campaigns, all those dirty campaigns right now, you lost your life. You are with somebody know you from Nigeria. He said that was supposed to be proud of you. You are not the one proud of him. You send money as if he's the one. You said no. But if you have any office problem here, now you go call me our head, kill you. People cannot even obtain visa to anywhere. They cannot even go to Morocco. Let them try it. Go to you doesn't know you don't place value in your life because you become senseless. Allowing some group of alien at home to start speaking English. They have not been able to put food on our tables. And right now, before you know, Nana, they're going to articulate it because they are going to collect money at the end of the day. You are supporting them in their dream. That is their dream. To become a political terrorist. That is their dream. And he's paying them. He can make you celebrate. How many guns you have can make them, to love you. There are people today who we are not supposed to. If they are supposed to be driving Okada, look at the amount how much you spend your brother for political science. But today they are nowhere. A man that has no certificate go say he want to go House of Rep. Not be a door for the same. Have you ever seen anybody now will say this person is educated? It is by his education want to vote for him. It's all agbeu. Because the person going there to go and represent you, he representing his own pocket. That's why here abroad, if you won an election to a congressman or a senator, what you are going there to go and do, it won't matter. The very day you won, you start adding more knowledge to knowledge. You start watching past senators, how they defended the constitutions. Your past congressmen, you start asking things about them, how were they able to succeed in the federal level. But our own, you see their why go they dance buga because it's opportunity. My husband right now want to go and bring money. They cannot even stand as a first lady. Let them go to school right now or let them go and write any exam. But today, you overpraise them if they have been elected, opportunity to a sudden wealth. They just won a visa, a lottery to a sudden wealth. And right now, they are eating your own life, eating your children's life. Who is supposed to be more better? Who is supposed to respect who? Is it one local villager or you that's in abroad? You don't know what it takes for God to make you to be here. You don't know what it is, and today you don't respect yourself. They are the one deciding for you. They are only the one that is also going to come and act film. I've taken my this thing. They are the one also that go to go and put that their dirty, useless picture. People who have never used roll-on in their life. We are not mind then to also encourage you to go and get vast. I have all their this thing with me. More good career and a vexation because it's a crime against humanity. In what support do and Nigeria at large is a crime against humanity. Today, everywhere, for those of you that are sensible, the world is on a standstill. The world is on a standstill. People are still wondering, why will people be so wicked? Because this is the same way you bring them out and let them go and put their picture. I have your picture with me of what you supported. It's a crime against humanity. And this same thing, we will not allow you fly this time. Yeah, what do I mean? I will mention your and then it's when where your days are numbered and our ancestors are ready to kill you and sink whatever thing you feel you are getting from our society. That's the last thing that are going to happen, because most people, they don't think the reason why I'm alive today is for a purpose. The reason why I'm alive, the reason why I succeeded for Tina down on top of the sea is for a purpose, not to come and mold blocks. That's not the main reason I'm alive. I'm alive for these days. We are here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. If you like, go and hit your head on the wall. What I have supported so far, or that monahi, no relevancy you have been doing, apart from to come out and speak unnecessary, useless English. There's no single quote in it. Always try and liaise your talk with the word of God. How does it rhymes? How does it rhymes? There is time and season for everything. Ecclesiastes. A time for play is gone. Ecclesiastes 3 from verse 1. So this is the time we have to choose the kind of leader we want that will lead us to the promised land. Even when Moses failed. When Moses failed, disobeyed God on one occasion, he said, okay, face the rock, and he went to go and track the rock, you know, for water to come out. What causes it was the pressure of the children of Israel. They put on him. God told Moses told God, say, choose a leader. God now told Moses, say, Moses, choose a leader by yourself. Then he chose Joshua. Because he know that Joshua is capable. It have been chosen right from time. Our ancestors and God Almighty have chosen Peter Obi. If person still call me, make I support Peter Obi. May God choose the life away from my life. If not be person call me, say na physical person call me, and a person call you, may you support Atiku or support whatever. Now God will still punish you. Support Tinubu. I don't know, because if people make that history, time for us to make histories now. This is just the actual time. We know they believe ourselves. That's one problem. If it is one white man now who made this parable some time ago, they don't blog up and down. They are blogging it up and down. So and so person say. So and so person say. Now, you are in this life today. You have no relevancy. You have nothing you are putting in any table. Even your children, you have not been able to make them okay. One, you are creating a bad society for your children. You have not even helped your children. You are not useful to your children. You are not useful to your wife, because you are not fighting for anything apart from to your eat. That's why today now a war was coming. We were passing through a spiritual war. We were passing through invisible war. You couldn't protect your wives and your children because you were carried away. God knows why these things happen like this. He wants to differentiate between the goat and the sheep. That's what God wants to do, and he have done it. Most of you were looking unto heaven, the author and finisher of your faith. Why I base on my mind on the word of God? Because you see through the word of God. That's why today the way I'm seeing Peter will be not the way you are seeing it. Because you can never see it clearly. Because they call you Christians. That make you feel pompous. It make you relevant. But in the dinner table of human civilization, Christians are not there. Bigot, who is he? Is Bigot a Christian? Who is George Soros? What about Queen Elizabeth? Is he a Christian? But are they not the one that built churches in Africa, Catholic Church? Why did they build it? Go and ask Vatican, why are they using human sacrifice? Go and ask Justice Trudeau what the reason why 1,000 graves were found in Canada. I know you are in Canada. Canada is not in you also. Go and ask everywhere. Why are they? Go and ask the adrenochrome. What are they using it for? Go and ask. Go and ask. I know you won't ask. Go and ask why is all these things, why is life like this today? Europe, what is Spain, were here, or France or Germany? Are they Christian or Muslim countries? These people, they created different kind of religion. That was why in where we are today now, their father succeeded to be a king. And the manuscript they put on ground, my son, this is how you are going to suffer them, kill them, use them to drink water. You are happy about it. The same thing that kill your father is killing you. Nothing is working. Even abroad, yeah, they could fight the royals to make sure that everybody have equal right. But the person that you send who's supposed to go and represent you, he is also representing the same people that is oppressing you. That's why, how many times have you ever seen Nigeria that the congressmen or the House of Rep or senators, they are doing one thing for the favor of the masses? I think when they started impeaching Donald Trump, when Donald Trump is You guys were happy. How many times they impeach Buhari? Why are they not impeaching anybody? Why is it that it's only during election Nigeria will now wake up? He's saying you want to change leaders. What have they been doing? Ondo massacre the other day. What does the senator, what did they say about it? Who is supposed to fix up the country? Is it not the lawmakers who is supposed to fix up the country? Do you think Congress, American will just carry they go to war? It is the army after enough fight from the Congress and the Senate. Then that one will not prompt up the army either to go for arrest or to go for war. They don't just carry go to war. American president, only what they have the right to do at times is to command, kill that person. There are a lot of things, patrol protocols. If you don't know now, know. That's why he's a president. There are a lot of things he cannot do without a bill coming out from the Congress. But your own, the president is not functioning. The congressmen, they are just dumb. That's why today they can use 20, 25. Your brother is using 25 billion to campaign for House of Assembly. He thought, oh, that's how senseless you are. At times, if you want to know the capability of some certain group of people, you know, you go and look at their representative, look at what they are supporting and what they are projecting. And this person tomorrow, right now, you are already writing comment. Where am I going to a graphene idiot? Do you think a lot of people are with their right senses? Go and read about what they put in your system. It makes you to be senseless. It makes you to be useless. It makes you to feel that incompetency is not competent. It makes you to take peace for chaos. That's what it makes you to do. It makes you to think upside down because your brain is malfunctioning. Your medulla oblongata is gone. Nonsense. It's everything you are. You must have to allow everything. It's not everything you are allowed to fly, as far as human beings concerned. And later you say, I'm proud of my team. Why would you want to? A block of mama you want to. You are useless. Don't let me hear you say, defend the constitution that your children will benefit tomorrow. The struggle of the hero past in America is what their children is enjoying today. Freedom of speech. Our boy you towa. I told you the other day how Abraham Lincoln in 1861 to 1865 or stop slavery. Abraham Lincoln were the one that talked to your black father monkey, some of them not, or your ancestors. Stop selling your people. Abraham Lincoln, a white man. What has you done for yourself as a black man rather than political correctness, you know, made them not come to us, say. But people have been dying. What killed Kwame? What killed Kwame? Was Kwame not a Pan-Africanist? What killed him? Neocolonialism. Is it not what killed Kwame? The people you are celebrating today, all our hero past. How did they die? These people were fighting for your freedom. What are you fighting for today? You have freedom of speech. All they do is political correctness. Then me, I won't allow it to. We will be reporting ourselves to God. One day, one out of me and you people must die. For this, for other people to learn. So that next time we don't support evil again. Then the same person, imagine one bastard who does not even enter class. They will be celebrating millions. Up to today, you don't see anything wrong that this society is toxic. You don't see anything wrong with it. You think it's a normal thing. Then you become so senseless. No, why support a traditional ruler? Even I want money. No, why support a traditional ruler? Edo to the world. Whatever, whether Edo don't even make mistake. I wonder why you might be all I can't just get it. Look at how they are turning our heads. If I thought you are expressed as a metaphor, say, okay, it's a metaphor, so equivalent to what you just see how they bastardize everything. And this is how they've also raised up their children. This is the kind of society that they want to also pollute the rest of our children. If as big as I am now, here, one person will just come bastardly and be telling woman, I can't get it. How does it come? But these are the narrative. At the time you say, you try to question them, God, what you are saying. No. But how does it know that today you don't know that you have gravity or that in your system? Or worry, now Juju go kill you. This is what they know how to do. Incompetency, they want to make sure it is competent. They force you to agree in what you are not supposed to agree on. That's what they know how to do. Please, the few ones that are sensible, my dear, do enemy for your community. It is more better. Today I have no friends. I'm very happy. A free pedal, I can come here and talk to anybody. And let's see. But it's not my wish for anybody to die. I know when I call for your death, God will don't answer immediately. Our ancestor will pick you away because you are bad. If I demand for your death right now, almost so because we are covenant child, there is a reason why we are in this earth. I have told you before, we are not here to come and be joining Summit and block together. There is a reason why we are here. And people like us are not common. The will of God must be done in our society. And the only way it can be done is for us to choose right. So we have used 60 years to play politics. We want to use the remaining days of our life to face policy. So that's where Peter Obi comes in. So if you are running, writing, do me go and study more. I don't want to be seeing Atiku, Abubakar, Tinubu and Peter Obi. No. Don't tell the people to come and choose. If you know what you are doing as a leader now, tell them go Allah. If you are not heard from our ancestors, go and pray for our ancestors to happen. Don't come and be telling us this how Tinubu did it in 1940. He did this one. He did the same APC. They have the same ideology. Oshomole is Oshomole. Jagaban is Jagaban. They have a policy. Nothing can change it. At least let's bring in a fresh party with a fresh blood, with a fresh ideology. It will be more better. For those of you that said Peter B have no structure, all these big English you have been speaking it, I don't put food on our table. Where you look for the way you are going to drill the blood in your system. You are contaminated. That's why you can speak like that. Because that's why you can consider that after many years abroad. You said, what did you mean by structure? ANEC have given license, they are giving license. Nobody thought today that IRCP will be better than PFM. Nobody thought about it. You were feeling I don't have social media arches today, but I'm going to face your academic. We'll come speak the English together. I'm not in an English-speaking country, but I'm more vast, more than some idiots in America. The records are there. I'm not in an English-speaking country, but I'm more vast in Galilee, more than some idiots in America. That is sacrosanct. If you're talking about knowledge, who I learn, now Europe now gets sense past American people. That one is sacrosanct. Because there are a lot of things before doing with the thinker. Because from American foods, you have seen them misbehave. That's why you always see people write in their comment. We doesn't expect you to be behaving like this. It's not about or where you are saying. It's all about the spirit that you have. So every one of us should be very, very careful. So the people you see today, most of them, 99% are senseless. So don't allow them to start confusing with their big English. During the Lekki massacre, somebody that will come and be a leader, let me use Sowore as a case study here. Why was Sowore able to win some of our minds? When he came back with a take it back, we came to the ideology. It was a past record. Now, what past record did Tinubu has? What past record did Atiku has? Now, go and also check the past record of Peter Obi. Peter Obi, if I'm a Tindika here, he's not a Benin person. But why am I supporting him? That one to fail of all drive you crazy. I don't think any Igbo man today from his own state is rendering the kind of support. I have not even heard from him. I don't even know whether they have a campaign team. To what God have showed to me, he is the person. That's why when we were campaigning for Obaseki, we were not campaigning for the party. I said that I'm not a politician, but we figure out Obaseki because of what God had designated in him. We figure him out. That was why when he left for APC, when he left APC for PDP, then automatically the anointing that we put in him in APC, we elected him in a PDP. So also Peter Obi. So Peter Obi is a project. So it's not something you start running consideration for. If you can accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, that one was a narrative. Go to Roman Empire, they will tell you that this thing we wrote is a story. Because the time came when the Roman people, they were losing the grip. Just the same way you are seeing the world right now, the same way it is before. They won't first have a high technology, whereby you are writing letter, the letter will get to where you are going. Where somebody that is carrying, escorting ram from Egypt, give him a letter to give to somebody in Jerusalem. So it was the same, almost the same thing of today. Because the time frame is almost the same thing. If you use 1 minute to send message now, that the 1 minute of today is like 10 years of yesterday. So that was how it was done. So they know how they did all these things. This very one, we are seeing it. We are seeing what we have done before. Forget there are freedom fighters who do something with sentiment, do something with excitement. It is not everything. There are some freedom fighters, they are very horrifying. They don't wait on God. They always feel it's ambition in one way. I told you the other time here, there are many ways to eat the yam. Either you fry it, you roast it, or you can cook it. Your freedom can always come in diverse ways. It is not all about they just come and cut Nigeria. Nigeria can be divided after we might have chosen our leaders. They will sit down at the dinner table and say, okay, right now, this cannot function like this. Look how it's going to function. If it is going to be done according to you, you will end up, every one of you will die. Every one of you will die. The country will not still divide himself, rather than you will just lose your life for nothing. Now, we have to be very, very careful. I saw a post, I'm not going to be mentioning the person yet. He said there is no election. Now you dey talk. There is an election. Only what we are not going to be aligned is election. There's going to be an election. Use your own mind now to choose who you want to lead you. Then God will designate power on that person to give you what you want. There's going to be election. Only what is not going to be there in Nigeria is election. There must be election. Somebody must be elected. So for those of you, I know you have come a long way with some certain persons. Don't be carried away with what you are seeing. Wait till you don't know big past you. You cannot be vast in all galaxies. That's why we are different and uniquely unique. If you look at Ephesians 4 verse 11, it says some made teacher, some made apostles, some made evangelists, some made evangelists. You know, all for the edification of the body of the saints. So we are uniquely unique and differently different. We all have different kind of spirits, different kind of gifts. As for me, I know how to give benefit of that. I view things from two perspectives. I'm not just this person who will say, no, this thing must be war, must be war. No, revolution can come in any form. Revolution we are talking about can come in any form. So revolution can just come now by there's going to be a massive vote against APC and PDP, or is revolution. If you are serious right now and you keep on projecting Peter Obi, automatically APC and PDP will leave the mainstream. And the people that is going to help you, the people that is coming to come and divide Nigeria simultaneously with the quadratic equation or almighty formula, they do not know where to stand. You will end up, look at everybody. Do you know how many thousands of millions of people that left Egypt for the promised land? None of them entered. This one thing I'm really telling people. There's one thing you shouting, oh, another thing. Will you be able to get to your destinations? That's what matters. So you have to use your sense. The mistakes Israelites made by murmuring in the wilderness, by not being patient with their Moses. That's why if you despise your Moses, there's a very big tendency you are going to die in the wilderness. Is that, what lesson do you learn from there? Joshua and his friend only entered the promised land. The rest of them, what happens? Does that mean that God was unable to make them to see the promised land or made them to succeed? It does not mean. He wants you to learn lessons from there. So every Bible verse you see today is for a lesson. It's not for you to start feeling purple. Hey, when the children of God were praising the Lord, the word of Jericho. Yes, he fell down flat. Before he fell, even after the word of Jericho fell, a lot of people fell along with it. Because they were exhausted, because of the sin they one first committed, because they questioned the God of Moses. So there is a God that have sent me, whether you like it or not. That's why I someone love the way God created his whole world. David was a catapult boy. To the house of Jesse, David was senseless. That was why when they came to come and select king in the house of Jesse, I think David was the seventh born or so. Now they call David was relegated. They never told him, wait to We are coming to come and select a king. Because of the status quo that was already in the family right from time. You go nowhere, you never go to school. But when the prophet came, he said, do you have any other son? All of them were looking at themselves. Because all our politicians, they were lining up, APC, PDP, and the rest of them, you know. They never thought. He said, the sluggishly said it, David Kapata. He said, go and call him. Then the oil of acceptance were put upon David. He was anointed king. That is it. God worked in a ridiculous manner. If you like, underestimate me because not be my paki that my pa is not a killer. If you like, valor or valor, but what I've told you about graphene today, now let that one, I don't tell you where it comes to pass. Me, I'm okay. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem. I've done my own. God knows that every word he have given to me, I've laid in my heart, whether in the night, I'm going to put it down as a topic, and I'll come and tell you raw. So if you like, you take it. It's going to also get to your children. Not only you that are going to suffer this mess. Look at how your grandfather died. Look at how your grandfather died, not enjoying life. You yourself, you are not seeing enjoy life because what you labored for, you have not been able to enjoy what your father enjoyed. Your father enjoyed his own house as a landlord. Most of you today, because you were the first person that built house in your area, you were giving, now your name did the streets. But you are in exile today. Do you know all these things have a spiritual significance? That after building a shelter for yourself, and today that shelter is not yielding anything. You are going to pay rent until you die. You are going to pay rent abroad until you die. If, for example, the system at home is good, then your children are here hustling. Then you know. From there, you look for small money and say, okay, my son, don't and buy one flat. I have 30,000 euros. I realized from the business I'm doing and all of that, some business I did. I had to eat and buy house. When my way we give water, even the house you buy abroad, you are going to pay finish in 50 years time. So what have you done? Better society we don't have. We are still suffering up to today. I told you yesterday that the suffering we put these very children, it is better we never give birth to them. But most of you, because you can bleach your children, you know, your wife can pick your phone or when I am a problem because you know the family. You know, life is more than that. What we are calling enjoyment most of the time is not even part of it. We have not started at all. We have not started. So let's be very, very careful. If you are reading the Bible, be conscious of society things that there were a lot of mistakes they put there that people made in the Bible. Does not mean it must have to still happen to you. Does not mean. After Moses killed two Egyptians and hid them under the sand, and he flew from the face of Pharaoh, what happened? It took another 40 years again before God confronted him in the burning bush. In the book of Exodus 3 verse 9, he said, Moses, come, I'm sending you to go and meet Pharaoh. I've heard the cry of my children. How the Egyptian is operating the Israelites. So look at the time frame. It was not an easy thing. Check the distance between Egypt and the promised land. What is there to take 40 years? Why did God make them to roam about the wilderness? The same thing will also make God if you are not careful. This freedom you are fighting for, you go die. Your children, now go concede the freedom if you are not very careful. So let's be very wise. Don't always use your pomposity. It's tiny. You may say there's not going to be selection. There's going to be election. There will be election in Nigeria, but there's no more selection. So you are going to want to stop it that we don't want this election any longer. You will be given time to vote with your PVC. This person, I don't need it. If all dying Nigerians today, if really you people are with your real consciousness, we stand up and say, yes, no more to APC, no more to PDP. Look how we are going to choose. Automatically, Nigerian will divide himself by himself. You are the one that is holding Nigeria from being divided. It is not by violence most of the time. Okwebio Messi. Do you know where it's going to lead you? It's going to put you in a chaotic and aquatic state. That's what war does. That's what war does. At the end of the day, you will lose everything, the freedom where you have. Now, who people are going to give you freedom? Your Biden. Is your Biden ready to give you freedom? The excessive killings of Christians. How many people talked about it? That doesn't talk about it. Because it's not concerned them. Because they have a way of, you know, one name they always call us. And that thing makes us happy. One they just say right now, hey, one BBC you're talking. They are killing Christians. You see some bastards, some idiots. They are happy, yes. They are clean. Who told you you are Christian? Who told you you are Christian? When Jesus Christ came, did he come as a Christian? Is it not according to the story, the unbeliever that say, these people, they are Christ-like? Is it not believer that gave you Christians? Normally, the word simply means, let me explain to you in a very layman understanding. Now, you does not belong to Illuminati. Other thing you also belong to. You doesn't drink blood. Automatically, look at the group you belong to. That's what it's supposed to mean. It doesn't have one affiliated to one kind of spirit or whatever. It's just that you were born decent. There's another name for Christianity is decent. Like now, my lineage which I came from, we doesn't believe in putting people into slavery. Automatically, naturally, you become a Christian. There are people who love it. They want to make sure they enslave people. They are born with it. That is what is in their DNA. That's why if you look at any king today, they have this kind of character in them. If you check some kingdom, they don't always care about the people. What we put the people under their subjection is what they care about. It was all this kingship that Thomas believed in all these slaves. That's why today we still have slaves in this modern world. That small children will be kept. They don't go to school. Their wife does not go to school. They don't go to market. All those are still slavery. So if those things can happen to their own loved ones, what about you? So it's not something that's supposed to make your head feel as if you are just called a Christian. Automatically, you have right to the national cake. And why are you being killed? Why is your level so low that anytime they want to use anybody for ritual, they use you? I told you, I think there was a topic I treated one time. Matthew 11 verse 12. It's made for the Arabs. And that's where they read. They believe right from the day of John the Baptist up to the kingdom of heaven. That's why if you do anyhow, what they are doing to the Christian, but they don't do it to the Arab. If you try, you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. Go and tell me those today. What caused war there? That's why when Donald Trump came, what is causing war in this place? War is there that we cannot really settle. The first visit he made was to go to Saudi Arabia. The crown prince of Saudi Arabia, I saw him. The family wanted to kill him. Donald Trump were the one that rescued that very man. Saudi Arabia, if you don't know today, is one of the most powerful nations on earth. One of the most powerful nations on earth. Donald Trump visited that place. That's why Saudi Arabia, this thing, is so allied to. Because until you begin to put all this fact together, look at some certain fetish history. Those are not history that were written down 4,000 years ago. It happened recently. Things are no longer the way you feel it was before. The people you call war power, now so this person, like Beckham Pala, that I think I scrape any naked. Most of you are still carried away today because of the power they have before. Most of these human beings you are seeing now, they are double. In a boom will never. Let them just finish their Nollywood thing. And let's take it over. All these things you are seeing is thing. Let's see how it plays. But at times they make it real to make sure you commit yourself. As you are committing yourself, automatically you are killing yourself by yourself. That's why the reason why we learn from each other. From every nonsense, speak sense inside. Don't always lean on your own understanding. It's going to make you fall yakata. You fall easily. That's why most of you today, rather, you cannot call yourself CEO or civil disobedient. You are an obedient child, obedient moron. Everything that comes, you take it. That's why now you can see, with your vaccinated head, you can still be comparing Tinubu with Peter Obi. Why must you even do that at all? It's like you are comparing devil with God. You are not supposed to even do that. You doing that show that your level of senselessness is too much. This one is not your normal campaign. It is when two people is good, you say, okay, now, let's just do this campaign between this one and this one. You begin to bring ideas. I saw this one. No, one has failed us totally. We want a better life. When it comes to the set time that God wants to deliver the children of Israel, He sent Moses. So God has sent Peter Obi. And He has sent people like us along with Him. We're going to be mass peace. So God sent, He imposed Moses into them because the suffering was too much. He imposed it onto them. He did not go and start ringing bell. Can we tell Moses to deliver us? That's why when Moses came, all of them, they did not say we are not going to go. Because they were tired of the suffering. At least by now, every one of you should be tired. Every one of you should be tired, and you should cry to be retired immediately from that suffering. Because this one is imposement. We are imposing it to you. I won't allow you to land. I won't allow you to speak those fake English that will not put food on our table. I will not. No. No, we are the reported page. I swear to God, I will report you. What I have not done before, I will start doing it. And God is going to check you and I, go look at our conscience. And people that really meant well for us. So, we will not keep on allowing some idiots. Imagine one idiot have houses everywhere in Nigeria. Because he will bring out a candidate you will support with your highest money, duke up and everything. He's making life. You yourself, you are still paying rent. For how long are you going to do that? For how long are you going to do that? They always come out and this very thing, whatever the leader is now doing, they must survive it. They like it. We supported Obaseki together. I never support, it was never the plans. Now, let me tell us one story here. In 2020, when this whole thing started, I want to tell you how some Benin aliens, some of them are very useless, not all, some of them. They don't have retentive memory. The only ethnic group I found out that they forget things easily are Benin people. Most of them, not all. Now, what happened when China brought this thing for Obaseki, palliatives? That time in the hall, he want to keep Benin people. You see all of them. You see some useless constituent. They castigated this man. Then I came out, I say, please, Obaseki know what to do. Obaseki is not just a man you can, this very point in time, the ventilator Chinese were sending out, even the face mask they carried to Spain were contaminated. Denmark contaminated, part of UK contaminated. The same some certain people that are manipulating your head to after they don't insult you, call you Yelekute, call you all manner of names. There's a way they come out again. I know what I went through that period. Trying to threaten it that don't overflog this very issue. Obaseki might go and keep this thing. Obaseki will not want to use this thing or put to that. But when the meeting that want to keep people comes, these Benin people, they lost their senses. Up to now, I'm only the one person telling the government that vaccinating my people is a crime against humanity. All these bastards, they forget they quarreled over palliatives. They forget they quarreled over palliatives. That's how they do their things. They've forgotten right now what they have been going through since Buhari entered. They've forgotten, I'm telling you now, they've forgotten Nigeria. They don't have authentic memory. All they know how to do is to mob blobs. Our senior talk by that's what they are. The records are there now. That's what they know how to do. But when the times now comes, even there was video evident everywhere that lie they show for their head. This thing have a magnetic force. This thing they want to come and kill. I keep on showing videos, showing everything. But today, right now, they are getting weak. The immune system is going down by day. None of them talk about it again. Do you know, I'm only the person today they are calling Obaseki enemy. But they were the same me that told them, please, don't overflog these very issues. Government know what to do. It can go and keep all these things. The warfare knows about that these people, they meant evil. But when the time for the real thing comes, for all to start digressing it, taking it the way it is, they all flopped up. And they started printing out pictures to support the vaccine. That was when his idiot came out, who have never one day talked about the excessive killing of Fulani, that people is in Orion, they cannot go to farm. He said the injection is good. My next prayer for Isaiah Yamu this night, he must take it. Him and his family must be vaccinated. If they are not vaccinated, already told, a lot of people is going to jail. I'm sending you to jail. I'm going to retire most of you from abroad. Because we need to begin to change some certain narratives. If we must have to have a better society, you have to fight. You can fight in different forms. Thank God for Una the Canon, the ESN created today. I've said most Nigerian by now might have been full announced. We might have forgotten about Nigerian today. Only a that does not have any major on ground, apart from how to support land grabbing, support whatever they support. So that makes you their children. Thank God I'm not part of those bastards abroad who promote bees and without promoting the people. You know, so those are the things. The reason why I'm just giving you this preamble vis-a-vis is for you to know people that doesn't have retentive memory. They forget things easily. But for us, we don't forget it. Because we are here to make history, not to start reading history. And the only way we can succeed in this thing we are doing, whatever thing you say today, make sure, remind them of it tomorrow. The same people that were saying Obaseki, you need to see it then. I was only a Obaseki supporter who also came out. I always support the man when the man has problem. When I found out that they are over-unleashing on him, even when anti-Fed issues happens, a lot of all these psycho-sound today, all these idiots today, you know, a lot of all these animals, they never came out and say, yeah, this, let's do it like this. They have a way of sitting on the fence. They don't want to offend this. And not knowing that telling the next person the truth will make the issue to die down. All they know is to sit down on the fence. I don't want to carry enmity. Then how are you going to have a better society? Me want to carry enemy. If it's better you are my enemy than for us to have a better society than you are my friend, the society remain like this. We are getting old now. 10 years plus another 8 years of suffering plus this is your age. Plus it. Because the senselessness of some persons does not make them to reason well. That at the time a leader, I think Obaseki right now is having 8 years. 2024, 8 years never complete. Then you vote in a bad governor again, the same party system, the same let's share the money. Instead of you to join now and kick against a lot of things, you only want to see Obaseki is not. Are you a slave? You want to live in a good environment? Have you first of all going to go and denounce? Have you free yourself first? We have a lot of fight to free. First of all, people that make you slave, please, are no longer your slave. That one should be fight. You fight for 8 years. You have to fight that first. Then you will not present yourself only and acceptable unto God. I'm not a slave. Then God will not know the way to place you. You cannot serve two masters at the same time. It's impossible. Either you are a slave or you belong to our group who are not slaves. Because I'm not a slave, that's why today I have freedoms everywhere. But slaves, they are obedient fools. They obey, yes. Slave, people that are not slave are the CEO of civil disobedience. Because your slave master will never, you don't have a slave master. You have equal right with them. You have a written constitution that guards every one of you. Queen cannot just say right now because there is a queen. If you just say anything, you are mad, your father is stupid, why you a queen? A queen of England, why be you? Nobody have right to insult you. No constitution in the world permits it. It's not a Nuremberg code. Nuremberg code were the law they used after the Second World War. I have one. So if any you are not right to insult me. But because we are living in the zoo, anybody can just come and begin to lay curse on you. Imagine somebody laying curse on you. What kind of oppression is that? You have to also be saying amen out of your will. They are laying curse on you and your generation will be saying amen. Where in this world will it happen? Tell me. You can only find it there in Benin. So that's why God has given us the mind. It dies. Very highly flammable civil disobedience. It's not lawful for you to start insulting anybody. If you must have to even lay cause, I want some Benin bastard to start coming out. But I don't know why you people, if you watch that, if I'm praying, I feel for pray for myself. If what we are saying is lie, they will never cause. That's where the oppression lies. If you accuse a pastor, you are this. Instead of them to say, like Jeremiah, if I read no one, no two, or Suleiman, wa bisile may heaven collapse on him. If I not true to do one, may heaven also collapse on you with the talker. They will never. And that is how we are supposed to have a better society. But they will never. They want to use DSS to force you out of your will. They want to send a year and a year to, you know, to shut up your mouth. Why not come and lay instead of you lay cause of you beg do? Emi ni edogelewe. Awokana. Enu we do na dogele awe. Awe amayekewe ama. Ewe bonuje ni onfu egbe. Awe to zebayan ikunmi aya muwere. But these same Medo people, they will start laying curse because they are oppressive in nature. That was what their father told them. They were taught. And you are supporting such a thing when my way marry way. Accepting what they are doing is real. That's why if you watch yourself today, you begin to see your life is deteriorating already because we are here to correct a lot of nonsense. In our own generation, we must have freedom of speech. What is good to the Gentiles must also be good to the Jews. What is bad to the Gentiles will also be bad to the Jews. It must happen. So American law did not just came into stay. People like you and me fought for it. So if you are a living human being, you have your brain at the center of your head, you should fight for something at least. Because this same thing you are supporting today, your great-grandchildren will suffer it. All these will because of excitement. I will see you on a very good day in the boarding gate. I will see how your life is going to be. So why do I want Gumangala? Because of what you support. Because what you follow will also determine what will follow you. So let's be very, very careful. Agmona Urumba is for everybody. That's why if you read the book of Joshua 24 verse 15, let me just give that to you. We explain that and we'll close. The book of Joshua 24 verse 15. He said, and if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose yourself these days whom you will serve. We have weathered the gods which your father served, that we on the other side of the river, or the gods of the Amorite in whom land you live. But as for me and my household, we will serve the living God. This was Joshua talking to the people. This was Joshua talking to the people. If now that one you want serve, savvy, but if you do this one, but that one was considerable. There was still something, there was still life. Things are not really getting worse when Joshua asked them this question. But when it comes to a time, Joshua never asked them that question again. Now living God, after when they get to promised land, this is who we are going to serve. So we are forcing this one into you. We will not allow you to use your political correctness this time. You have used it in land grabbing, you have used it in artifact. What we saw inside is mirage. We have seen you people give this empty title to killers. We have seen our state debilitated by some certain bastard alien. We have seen our life be trampled upon like a flower. But we will never take it again. So he said, whatsoever I hear you say into my ears, what will I do? Most of you, I know you are senseless. That's why you cannot see, you cannot dominate. You feel this life you are living today, that's just the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. What you are enjoying today, people suffered for it. Also try and suffer for something for children yet unborn to inherit from. Right now, your father did not leave any good legacy. What your father left behind for you was how to be submissive, to call yourself a slave, and those people, we are going to be retiring them as soon as possible. Any of them that no do anything, no your boy might think, you know, there is a way we are going to hand over them to the police because they are not relevant here. And to the life that we are expecting, because we are in the year of Aquarius, we are expecting as soon as the trumpet sound, all these aliens will be taken away. While the people that committed crime against humanity, we are going to be the one to fish them out with what they have supported, because the earth is not made for them. They are being the one in position. So it is time. We have to also make sure we take that very position from them and give it to the people. So that's what we are going to be doing. And in doing this, it's not something we are going to just wake up one day and start doing. You have to start teaching yourself gradually. First of all, just feel oppressed with the situation you are facing today. If you watch it in the whole world today, only the poor man is still the one suffering it. You see things are escalating, but in your place of work, your salary is never increased. Because this is how they want the life to be. In your place of work, things are expensive right now everywhere, but your salary, nobody talks about it. I was in somewhere yesterday, they said that this thing used to be 30 euros when he spoiled those days in car. What happened? He said, Amigo, you don't know what did happen, so it's not 50 euro. If you don't want to buy, you can leave it, you know. And that's it. I say, but salary, everything remains the same. But this thing I be here, and I said that's the way it is. He said, that will not be my problem. I should know more better. I said, that's true, you know. I just wanted to interrogate him to see if he can change his mind. So that's the thing. So our life gradually is debilitating and nobody cares. If you watch it from the West that you are expecting is going to give you freedom, they themselves, they are looking for a way where to put their head. That's why what American bad people created in Ukraine, because they are the CEO and the royals, Beckham Palace, they are the one that created Ukraine. The biolab there, they are the one that built it. American right now, they are trying to carry the whole Europe. Even Spain, who was not supposed to be enemy to Russia, they are becoming enemy to Russia. Some other European countries are becoming enemy to Russia. But they themselves never knew that they are using them against Russia for their personal selfish interest. But we thank God that we have Baba God in heaven who have been fighting, who are picking up this thing upon himself, who want to save his children. So they say the word of God is front tower. The righteous one run into it and they are saved. So try and run into the word of God. Believe on the truth. This is not the time to play politics. There are people, if they talk to you about article right now, you start hating Peter Obi. So they have a way of they preaching their own gospel also. Not knowing that it goes spoiled. Because normally gospel is supposed to be contained of freedom. One thing politician does, politician is to put you in pains. Patriot is to make sure you have life and have it in abundance. So this is how they have been doing it. So be very, very careful. Do not give them here to campaign. They no longer got time for campaign. They will be telling you about light. They will be telling you about road. The same thing. So if they do it, they know that next person that is coming will never have anything he's going to work with. So if these people meant well, they can also start supporting even without them becoming a president. There are different ways you can help your countries. You can help your countries by putting the congressmen into action, by supporting the senators, letting them know this is not a constitution. From your own press interview, begin to talk about 1999 constitution, what we are supposed to be doing. If you look at Femi Falana, this is a son. He's one of the sons at times we always see in social media. He talks about when any person is arrested, the federal government does not have right to do this. But we have some other one who have no courage to do it. I know it might be corrupt by one way or the other, but he have also tried to interpret our constitution, but nobody listens. Similar things supposed to be applicable to some of our leaders also. Atiku, Deborah died. He tweeted the tweet. He deleted it. What did Jagaraban say about it? So, it is only a senseless people you will see on social media running their mouth, say, let's support Atiku. And then when it was a Lagos, say, can he prove where he gets his money today? Where does he get his money from? Where is the source of his income? So that's that. It was enough for the while. We tend to make our brokers to be more broad so that if you don't get it from here, you get it from here. Don't say you are not interested. Get your PVC. Choose a leader that you want. Mind you, if you are 60 years now, 8 years time, you are going to be 68, automatically your lifespan is gone. So automatically your lifespan is gone. Don't say anybody did not tell you. So thank God you were able to sustain to this time. For those of you that never want to die. If you want to die, you can stop, you can begin to support your Tinubu and useless Atiku, who have nothing to put on their table. They thought government is made for weak and sick people. The medical, whatever we have spent so far in UK, that one is not okay. You elect Atiku again and start using your money to start going to UK. He was a ex-governor of a Lagos state. Tell me one hospital in Lagos, put it in your page, that this hospital is to be compared like the one of California. So I wonder when people have opportunity to really show that they can do well. Today, you don't see them in it. So we are not talking about how many millions you have been able to steal. We are talking about how many constitutions you have been able to defend. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. I think this broadcast, we are going to be tagging it a day before today. This broadcast is on the 10th of of June. This broadcast is 10th of June. Our day don't already break, so now we will be coming out later in the day. So, do have a nice day, everyone. Remain blessed. Please think for yourself. Oh, if you miss it this time, 8 years plus this your age, you are gone. 8 years plus this very your age, so it is finished. So let's keep on doing the needful. Probably we are going to be seeing later in the day with another topic. Do have a nice day, and God bless you.